CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare, and Via Credit Union. Since 1936, people have trusted Via Credit Union with their financial hopes and dreams. State Champs also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Hey guys, welcome to the best darn high school sports show in the Hoosier State, State Champs. I'm Jenna Skalski and we're presented by Lawrence Technological University. March is not only known for the college basketball tournament, we all know high school gyms are also filled to capacity this time of year.
That's right, I'm Lauren Plant and we are in the thick of the boys basketball tournament, the best yet to come. We said goodbye to the girls basketball season as only State Champs can. Have you seen our State Champs Girls Hoops Basketball Championship show? You can watch it right now at statechampsnetwork.com or on our State Champs Indiana Facebook and YouTube channel. Complete highlights, extended interviews, hang time analysis of all the girls basketball state finals. Check it out.
The Boys Swimming Championship show is online right now. Gymnastics will be later this week. Fort Wayne crowned a city champion in hockey last week. Let's begin the show right there.
We begin with hockey. Sport 1 Parkview Ice House in Fort Wayne. Big shout out to Summit City Sports for the video. The Fort Wayne Memorial Cup up for grabs by Leagues 1 and 2. The Carroll Chargers versus the Homestead Spartans. Scoreless in the early going, some fight from both sides and even straight. Boom goes the pop on Homestead. The Chargers' Alex Duffus zips one in, Carroll up a goal. Chargers still leading, but the Spartans crowding the hot spot. Around the keep, Keaton Coulter and Dylan Marks setting up Zachary Juarez for the tie. We were even at the end of 2. A lot would happen in the third. Homestead sticking to the plan, crowd the keep. This time, the reverse. Juarez gives the rubber to Coulter for the go-ahead goal. Some love to the Spartan fan base watching. But not over. Jake Des finds the wide open space, and we were tied again. Carroll controlling the puck, moving around some Spartan defenders here. Duffus to Des for the dual connection. Chargers up 3-2. They would add another one. Give Des the hat trick for the Carroll closeout. The Chargers defeat Homestead 4-2, Memorial Cup crown. Carroll head coach Paris Duffus retired from the NHL, finding some success guiding these young men. More stuff from our friends at Summit City. Boys Hoops. Sectional 6 hosted at Wayne High School. Huntington North versus Wayne. The Vikings of HN under head coach Craig Teagle. 6-game winning streak. The Wayne Generals looking to expire that on a string of 5 of their own. Wayne would get us started from beyond the long line. Timon Kinney with the strike. Generals on the board first. On the other end, Vikings making it happen in the paint. Zach Daughtry down to Sawyer Stoltz. Give him the contact. Drop the free one. Vikings up at the end of 1. HN out on top. A min remains before the break. Daughtry with the big triple. Oh my! Just before the break at intermission, Vikings up 23-12. Generals changing it up a bit. Craig Young with the double team draws the bodies and 1. The free one would fall. 4-point game in the third. But being patient on offense, the kick out to the junior guard Devin Newcomb, his only bucket of the game, but it would be big. Vikings knocking down the endgame necessaries as Huntington North defeats Fort Wayne 51-40 the final. Vikes walk home with the sectional hardware.
We keep it moving with more boys hoops. Highlights courtesy of the ISC Sports Network. Zionsville versus McCutcheon, Class 4A Sectional 7, hosted at Kokomo. Sean Busick, head coach for the Zionsville Eagles, gets a moment to soak it all in with McCutcheon head coach Tyler Scherer. And it would go fast. In the first, McCutcheon Mavericks finding some success down low. James Mallett with the take, gets the whistle. Mavericks take the lead. A trio of trays around the perimeter now for the Eagles. Isaiah Thompson pulls one from distance. He would go 4 of 6 from three-point range. Now stay tuned for the buzzer beater. At the end of 1, Thompson, the Purdue commit, showing some skills. Eagles on top 25-13. 10-point game now. Mavericks find some space behind the line themselves. Michael Skadberg pops the triple, heading into half. 6-point game. Eagles up 33-27. Eagles taking a play out of the Mavericks playbook now. The mirrored play, Zionsville. Ben Wiedner strikes from distance. Eagles up double digits. Later in the third, Mavericks trying to inch back. Rowan Farrell finds the 15-footer. McCutcheon still trails, however. Eagles not staying grounded. Off the Maverick miss, down court, Anthony Scales up to Nathan Childress for the big oop. Zionsville flies home with the W, defeating McCutcheon 64-41. The final, Eagles defend their sectional title, now taking the championship 2 years in a row.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. Ever dreamed of learning how to design automobiles or other modes of transportation? Lawrence Technological University is the place to pursue your passion. Lawrence Tech has created a unique transportation design program that allows you to blend your creative design talent along with comprehensive understanding of automotive technology.
I think the biggest advantage of going to Lawrence Tech for product design or trans design is that we work really closely with people in industry. There's always people from different companies walking around our studio. In the spring semester, there's plenty of opportunities for internship positions.
This unique program offers many unique benefits. 100% of students enrolled in the transportation design program win internships in the industry. Students participate in company-sponsored projects all 4 years. All students are given a personal workspace in dedicated design studios led by industry designers and leaders. And top student designs are displayed at the North American International Auto Show, one of the biggest shows in the world. If you're interested in transportation and industrial design and you want to learn more about the degree programs offered at LTU, do yourself a huge favor and go to the website right now, ltu.edu. Find out how you can steer yourself onto the highway of your incredible future.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, you can check out our killer digital state championship shows with highlights of the boys swimming, girls basketball, even the wrestling championships from a few weeks back. The wrestling show alone has nearly 50,000 views on Facebook. You can watch all of them on our State Champs Indiana Facebook and YouTube channel or at statechampsnetwork.com. The gymnastics finals will premiere later this week. Like, subscribe, and follow State Champs Indiana so you will know the moment any of our state championship specials goes live. Lots more sectional basketball highlights coming up next, including another rundown from Scott Bernstein. Stay tuned.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we're driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
You're watching State Champs!
Over to Greensburg for another Hoops matchup. A special shout out to the ISC Sports Network for the coverage. The Pirates try to defend home court against the visiting Batesville Bulldogs. Hoops fever setting in as we track tourney time. Sean Belegian reporting. Let's get right to it. Batesville Bulldogs down by a pair, but a 3 would change that. Raver Robert with the long ball, close early on. Pirates now on defense with the takeaway. Lane Sparks zips to Andrew Wellage. Greensburg back on top. Now seconds before the half, we would see a show here. Drew Comer from way outside drops before the half. Batesville up 35-28 at the break. Second half action now. Bulldogs charging with some momentum. Trey Hedledge going baseline. The reverse finish here. Batesville up. Down the coast, Pirates sailing. Miles Wilkinson with the take, trying to inch Greensburg back within, but Bulldogs biting a little bit harder today. R.J. Powell down the center paint, gets the touch to go. Batesville defeats Greensburg 69-56, your final. Sectional 29, heading home with the Bulldogs.
On to a boys basketball Class A matchup. Morristown versus Hauser. A special thanks to the IHSAA Champions Network for the coverage. Sectional 60 title up for grabs. Morristown, last year's state champions, looking to head back to the dance, but in their way, a squad fighting for every game. The Hauser Jets, game on. In the first, Morristown showing why they deserve a piece of the pie. On a 7-0 run, here to add to it, Captain Logan Theobald with the 3-ball. Yellow Jackets were out swinging early. Defense paying off in transition. Logan Lasser with the grab, down the plane, and the bucket drops. All Morristown early in this one. Before the quarter closed, Jets looking to gain some momentum. On the dribble drive, Sam Johnson with the take, count as the Jets inch back. At halftime, a 10-point game, and Morristown leads 37-27. Hauser in the third. Down the coast, Jackson Paradise with the bucket. Give him a throw at the line after contact, and Hauser was within 7, 39-32. Morristown a bit too much in this matchup. Closing it out was Logan Lasser with the deposit. As Morristown defeats Hauser 71-57. Yellow Jackets get one step closer to Banker's life after the Sectional 60 title.
All right, welcome into the Rundown. I'm Scott Bernstein. I'm here every week talking high school hoops in the state of Indiana. This week we're going to talk about the Mr. Basketball race. It's still wide open with 2 weeks left to go. It's anybody's ball game. By my estimation, this is a three-man battle right now between Tracy Jackson Davis, the blue chipper over at Center Grove, John Michael Malloy, the star center Sir Grindelot at Carmel, and Isaiah Thompson, the snap, crackle, and pop point guard over at Zionsville. Tracy Jackson Davis is the clear front runner, but make no mistake about it, Malloy and Thompson are hot on his heels in heavy pursuit. Jackson Davis, we all know the resume, but let's recap it. The lone McDonald's All-American in Hoosierland right now, the lone 5-star recruit, just a force of nature in the front court, total domination at the rim, beast mode 24/7, averaging 22 points, 10 rebounds a game. John Michael Malloy, really probably the most fundamentally sound big guy in the state of Indiana, a lethal weapon in the lane, a guy whose impact far exceeds what you see on the stat line. He's averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds a game. He is the consummate winner, the epitome of what it means to be a competitor. Isaiah Thompson, for my buck, he is the most electrifying backcourt prospect in the senior class. The definition of dynamic, lightning in a bottle, just a thunderbolt out of the backcourt. Thompson's going to Purdue. Jackson Davis is going to Indiana. Michael Malloy is going to Butler. Only time will tell. We'll be crowning Mr. Basketball soon. I'm Scott Bernstein. Check back next week on The Rundown.
We are only halfway through this week's show. When we come back, we take a look at the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats basketball program. Max Preps has ranked them 13th in the state, but they are not a part of the IHSAA. They participate in a National March Madness-style 64-team tournament, and they are a #1 seed. We go in focus next. Plus, we've got some boys basketball regional opening round action when State Champs returns.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. Pop quiz. What do the Detroit Pistons' Blake Griffin, the Portland Trail Blazers' Justin Jackson, and the New York Knicks' Alonzo Trier all have in common? They were homeschooled at one time or another. This is very common in sports like tennis, Serena and Venus Williams, for example, ice skaters like Michelle Kwan, another. In basketball, there is usually the choice of playing for a local high school or doing something completely different. Let's go and focus. Head coach Jeremy Bialik has been coaching Indiana high school basketball for 18 seasons. His teams, however, have never participated in the state tournament. These Wildcats are homeschooled. They're allowed to compete against traditional high school competition during the season, and they do, and they're also a part of the Midwest Homeschool Conference. Bialik's boys have compiled 14 straight winning seasons, 434 wins. In all of Bialik's years with the program, he thinks this just might be his greatest team yet.
This year has been special. We've got a group coming back, our top 6 that came back from a very good contender that won conference and our homeschool state title last year. A few teams that we lost to by 30 last year, we were beating this year, beat multiple state-ranked opponents, beat 2 4A schools here in Indiana, which was a first for us this year. And again, won conference and state, but this year won the regional for the first time in 10 years.
There are unique challenges to homeschooled kids. Their educational environment is completely different. They're at home. The parents appreciate the opportunity to compete in high school sports because it helps these young men prepare for life off the court.
A lot of times they want their kids to be more disciplined, so they're asking me to help with, hey, my kids aren't doing enough at their school at home or not working enough at chores, or if they show any bad attitude on the floor. I one time during a state championship game at halftime had a mom come down to me screaming from the bleachers, not play my kid more, but don't let my kid act like that. And so it's a really neat thing as a coach to have support from parents that way, and that's very unique.
I kind of have a short temper, I guess, not real patient, and playing for this coach, Coach Bialik, he really works on working on your weaknesses throughout the whole season of my whole career. I think that, my temper has gotten better, I guess.
Homeschool has helped me out. Coaches, man, he's been on my back pretty hard, pushing me, working me hard, staying on my schoolwork, staying in the gym. Teammates has helped me too. What I really want to work on is becoming a man, becoming responsible for everything, my actions and everything. And also, I feel like we should achieve not only getting better as a basketball, but becoming better as friends, like getting to know more of each other as family.
The Wildcats are appreciative they get a chance to play some games against IHSAA competition. They like their league too.
We get to play some top-level homeschool competition in our conference, which is one of the best conferences in America. But I love being able to play IHSAA teams. Someday, would we be in a sectional? Who knows? I don't know if that'll be the plan or not, but for right now, we're happy where we are.
Recently, the homeschool national tournament seeding was announced, and the Wildcats are the 2nd overall #1 seed in the nation in this 64-team field. This will be the 3rd time in the last 11 years they've secured a 1 seed in this tournament. Good luck. I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs.
Our first look at regionals at Lapel High for a Class 2A opener. Wabash Apaches versus Frankton Eagles. Apaches took their first sectional title since 1967 under head coach Paul Wright. holding their heads high, and Frankton 23-3 with Brent Brobston. Same mission, advance in the tourney. Onto the court for the hoops action. Wabash playing big all season with some sharpshooters from behind the line. Junior Trenton Daughtry with the netter, Apaches early. Eagles fighting back with the slip pass. Caden Key to Ryland Detling. Frankton will go on to a lead at half, 25-22. After the break, Wabash turns up the D. Trenton Daughtry with the takeaway. Smooth finish for the Apaches, down a digit, 25-24. Momentum swinging with this one. Derek Vogel down court, and why stop? The finish by the junior has the Apache Nation pumped up. But Frankton staying resilient. In transition, sophomore Brayton Kane gets the rock to drop. Eagles down 3 now, 34-31. In the fourth, Frankton with the ball, finding the opening. Kane to Andrew Hartley. Eagles holding the edge. Less than a second. Wabash for the tie, but the medal with no forgiveness. Frankton defeats Wabash 57-54, the final.
We are storytellers here at State Champs, and we love hearing from you about high school sports stories we need to share here on State Champs. Connect with us through State Champs Indiana's Facebook or Twitter page, or on our website serving both Michigan and Indiana, statechampsnetwork.com. Spring sports are right around the corner, and State Champs will be there to cover all of it. Did you happen to see the highlights of the Section 10 Boys Basketball Championship between Lawrence Central and Warren Central? We're going to have a new 4A champion. Find out how it happened on the main event next.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Back again.
You know me.
Pepperoni Asiago. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
Pepperoni Asiago.
I just want to eat him up.
Flavor fanatics love us because we invented flavored crust pizza with 100% real mozzarella cheese and fresh dough made daily. Now get meal deals for any budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my 3rd year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back to State Champs. After accumulating a 46-game winning streak, the 3rd longest in state history, Warren Central showed at least they were human by losing a couple of times this regular season. But 23 more wins coming into the Section 10 championship. They'd also won another Marion County championship. But one of the teams they lost to earlier in the season was the new powerhouse on the block, Lawrence Central. The two had a date again, and destiny was going one way or the other. Time for the main event. The good stuff, an MIC showdown hosted at Lawrence North Class 4A Sectional 10 Championship. 3rd matchup between Warren Central and Lawrence Central. Last year's undefeated state champs, the WC Warriors, carrying much of that success over to this season under head coach Chris Byers. Lawrence Central and head coach Al Gooden, after WC took the first victory, the showstoppers expired Warren Central's consecutive win streak of 46 games back in January. Warren Central had a heck of a defensive effort to get to this game. They held Lawrence North to just 25 points, but they only scored 27. Getting us going though, corner pocket, Jacoby Robinson like butter, baby. Warriors early. Don't blink on this one. LC from out of bounds. Jacob LaRavia with the smack batter. He had 31 in the North Central win. Bears up 10-4. But with the likes of Purdue football commit David Bell, the field and floor general at work, spots Manuel Brown for the put-up. Warren inching closer after down early. And the post play would work here. LaRavia down to Dre Davis, the 6'6 junior playing big, the foul, and one. He had 16. We were tied at 30 at intermission. Warren finding some shots here, down just a penny. From another planet, Isaiah Moore with the triple. Warriors led by a bucket, 35-33, 6 left in the third. Back and forth affair in this one. WC with the attempt again. No go. Bears board. Down the plane. Nigel Pack reclaims the Lawrence Central lead. Pack would finish with a game-high 25. We talked about him earlier, and for good reason. You know, sometimes all you have to do is ring the bell. David with the spin, bucket counts, still even. Something would have to give. Lawrence Central tightening up on defense. Bears run away with it. LaRavia straight down the paint, gets the bucket to fall. LC moving into the driver's seat. In the fourth drive, they would. All Bears in this quarter. Pack towards the paint, dishes to Wesley Jordan. This is the Jam Cam. Lawrence Central dethrones the Champs, 67-52 the final. Bears claim the sectional 10 championship for the first time since 2012. Now we'll see if the Bears can win their first regional title since 2008.
Coach Gooden just told us the main keys, just to stay focused on defensive rebounding. He knew offense was always going to be there. We just got to stay focused on defensive rebound, playing together as a team offensively and defensively. This win is a great win for us, just to go into the rest of the tournament with big momentum.
Okay, guys, we're all done for now. Next week, it's all about the boys basketball regionals. We'll get you highlights of how the teams fared. Might even get you some semi-states action on the show as well. Sometimes those are the best games.
You gymnastics fans, look out for the state championship digital show dedicated to all the action that took place at the state finals. See you soon.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare, and Via Credit Union. Since 1936, people have trusted Via Credit Union with their financial hopes and dreams. State Champs also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.